For sale in beautiful downtown Eastport, Maine, an island city on the edge of America, overlooking Canada. This is a 3-story waterfront commercial building with a really great apartment. Less than 75 feet from the ocean. Not making them like this anymore. $195,000 American. Sorry, no brokers. When you get to the very end of Washington Street on Moose Island, also known as Eastport, you see 6 storefronts. The one for sale is the very last one on the right, the corner unit. Built after the Great Fire that destroyed downtown, this is a wonderful building. This is a waterfront property without owning shoreline. At high tide, the salt water is less than 75 feet from the building. A seawall, constructed of granite blocks in the 1980s, protects the building from the occasionally angry ocean. Currently, the street-level retail space is occupied by the Shag, a gallery representing 8 contemporary Maine artists. This 900 square foot space has 2 huge display windows, beautiful wood floors, and 6 other huge windows with distinct and interesting views. This space would make a great working studio, gallery, shop, professional office, or even a pub or intimate restaurant. Located right next door to Overlook Park means you have unencumbered views of the harbor and Campobello Island and beyond. Wait till you see the 900 square foot 1-bedroom apartment upstairs. Currently, no one's living there, which is a shame since the views are absolutely stunning. Harbor, bay, and uninhabited Canadian islands. Even when you're soaking in the clawfoot bathtub, you're looking at the entrance to Head Harbor Passage. Did we mention the views? 10 windows, a million things to look at. You like looking at boats? From your window you'll see sailboats, fishing boats, skiffs, dories, speedboats and yachts, freighters and the occasional naval vessel. And in the summer you'll see whales and seals and porpoises and birds, eagles even, right from your apartment. You'll see some vessels more than others, like the Sylvina Beale, a former sardine carrier now cruising schooner, or you'll see the ever-present ferry between Campobello and Deer Island, 2 nearby Canadian islands, and you'll see other working vessels of different types, aquaculture and shipping. And since this is an international border, you'll see the Coast Guard going out and the Coast Guard coming in, patrolling all day long. And you're surrounded by sights like this. Mackerel fisher people on the breakwater and a boat cruising by. That's pretty cool, and all from your window. This is the real Maine. This isn't Bahama or Booth Bay or Portland or Kennebunkport or Freeport. Eastport is a gritty place with real beauty and dramatic tides and sometimes fierce currents. This delightful spot is just a 15-minute walk from the building. Seals and seabirds love hanging out around here. At high tide in the summer, you might even see a whale come within 30 feet of shore. Another 10 minutes on foot and you'll come to this beach and see views like this. And since this is Eastport, most of the time you'll have the whole beach to yourself. Eastport has almost everything you need to survive. Restaurants, culture, a fine old library, a great hardware store, old cannons, a clean and well-run grocery, and the Rossport Alpaca Farm. By the way, what we really need downtown is a shop selling affordable and functional clothing and shoes. Thanks to the fact that Eastport is an island, winters are surprisingly mild considering our latitude. Sure, we have some snow and storms, and by March, you're anxiously awaiting spring. But there's a certain solitude and peace and splendor that comes with winter on Moose Island. No matter the season, this is a beautiful and interesting place, and your building is right in the center of it all. No television necessary here. You got all the action you can handle. Watch the local hippies get their pictures taken. Monitor the Coast Guard patrols. Watch the rising tide lift all the boats. Watch day turn into night. Watch freighters head out to sea. Or just keep an eye on the breakwater where you have your boat moored, and the next day go back downstairs. That's a tough commute to your place of work, and do it all over again. Only $195,000 American. Deal of the century. Sorry, no brokers. Nice people only, please. Email building@theshaggallery.com, building@theshaggallery.com.